Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your October 2022 reading. Spirit, let's see what's going on for Cancer this month. Wow, can you believe we're into October? Okay, the cards are flying out like crazy. One more, please. Yeah, October. This year, holy crap, it's going so fast. Oh, this is interesting. Ooh, I think you're going to have quite a month. Check out these cards. First one up, we have the Nine of Swords. Then we have Justice. And then we have Judgment. Whew, that's some heavy stuff, man. Let's see what this is all about. This has piqued my curiosity big time. Okay, first we're going to talk about the cards. Then we're going to clarify with some oracle cards. Hang on here. Nine of Swords. Here's what I'm getting. So coming into the beginning of October, there's something that's on your mind, okay? That's something, it's keeping you up at night. You're anxious about it. You're worried about it or whatever. This is a card of worry, right? So there's something that's really on your mind that you want to get resolved. You want this to end. You want this over and done with. You want it figured out. You want it put to bed. You want it settled, kind of thing. This is you coming into October, okay? As the month goes on, I think what happens is whatever this thing is that's been bugging you, it does come to an end, okay? I'm looking at the Justice and the Judgment card, more about the Justice card, because when you look at Justice, this is about things being, just, right? Justice being served, things being fair, things being sorted out, things being determined, answers being given, that kind of a thing. So I think you see the end of whatever this is, okay? It comes to an end, right? Everything is done and dusted, and when the dust settles by the end of the month, this is what brings us to the Judgment card. And what I get for you this month at the end of October is something comes to light. This is my card of it's revelation, right? You have an aha moment. You have that insight that comes to you that either serves you, it's something that you need to know, or it perhaps pushes you in a specific direction. Quite often, when this card comes up to me, it's sometimes of a spiritual nature, but it doesn't have to be. It's basically something that you are finally kind of figuring out, okay? So I think this is quite a journey through the month. And all the things that are happening kind of need to happen. I know with the Nine of Swords, nobody wants to worry about shit or be anxious and all that stuff, right? But I think it's just kind of part of the journey, right? If you weren't kind of worried about it, I think that would be weird. So I hope that makes sense in your situation. And Cancer, you're a very emotional sign anyway, so I don't think it takes as much for you as it does other signs to get rattled. You're more easily affected, right? By situations, by people or whatever. So it could be you're just feeling it more than maybe other parties involved in the situation. But we're going to find out more about that now. Oh, what is that? Oh my God. These are good cards, actually. Interesting. Okay. This is something else. Okay, I'm really liking these cards. Okay, check this out. Let's look at the two that came up for the Nine of Swords. So first up, we have Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. And then we have the ever unfolding Rose, which says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Okay, this really makes sense, especially under the Nine of Swords. Sometimes, especially when there's a situation that is unpleasant or one where you have that worry and anxiety, it feels like stuff is happening to you. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Instead, this is happening. Remember how I was just saying that this has to unfold the way it does, right? If it didn't unfold the way that it has been, then it's not going to work out to your highest good and to your advantage. You need to see whatever this piece is that's unfolding, you need to see it as it is. Unpleasant or pleasant, it doesn't matter. It has to be as it is. So that's really important. So like I said, this is you coming into October and confidence in your magic, right? This is also putting trust in the universe. You need to understand, right? Even though this thing is a pain in the ass or you're worried about it or whatever it is, you know, or this should be a sign to you that you're fine. This is what's supposed to happen. You're fine. You have what it takes to make it through, even if it's uncomfortable, right? And the biggest part of that is, remember, it's not all about you, Cancer. It's not all about you, okay? Honey, I'm being a little silly, but it's true. This isn't happening to you. This is something that is happening because you need to see it happen. So that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, I know, but the cards get better. They do get good, okay? So with the Justice card, the two cards that came out, we have Divine Passion, be honest with yourself. What's your true desire? And then we have Fortune Cookie, about fortuitous. Okay, so these together, it's like, what do you want to come to you? What are you putting out there, right? You're magical. You know you can manifest what you want to, but what intention are you putting out there? What do you really want? Maybe the universe has been getting mixed signals, and that's why these random things are happening. And this is under the Justice card. So remember, as you're going through October and you're waiting for that thing to unfold, this Justice card, put your intention out to the universe to say, here's what I really want. And don't, okay, this is going to might sound a little bit mean, but it's kind of tough love. Don't look at this from up, no. Oh my God, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to think of how to articulate this. It would be a good idea, because I don't want to tell anyone what to do, right? So it would behoove you to think about this unfoldment as something that's happening for you and everyone involved. If you do, and you put that intention out there, when you start with that frame of mind, it is really going to change your thoughts on what you want. Whereas if you come at this from a perspective of, this is happening to me, and that's not fair, and why, what you want to get out of it is going to sound very different from those two mind frames. The latter would probably serve you best, and I think you would agree with that. So as you're waiting on this justice to be served, put your positive intentions out there, right? Put a positive spin on it. As in, okay, this isn't happening to me, right? I know that no matter what my feelings are, you kind of have to try and step back from your feelings a little bit. Not stuff them down and not ignore them, but you're going to have to pull back a little bit and walk into a bit of logic, right? Let's just look at the facts. Let's look at the situation, not the emotions attached to it. I think will really, really bode well in your favor, okay? Then when we look at the Judgment card, holy shit, I'm talking a lot, but this is a really cool reading. Okay, the Judgment card, the two cards that came out, we have Wand, which is around intention. What were we talking about, right? What have we been talking about? And then we have High Honor. This is good. This is receiving an award, reward, whatever, to me, right? Think about getting a high honor. So like, what do you call it? A medal, like if you're a soldier, right? I don't know shit about that, but I think you follow along. See, intention has come back up. This is the Judgment card, so this is the revelation. I think you're going to notice that the change in putting intention out to the world allows you to get what it is that you truly want. And when you see this in practice in the month of October, I think that's the aha moment, like, wow, I changed my perspective and perception, and I put a totally different spin on my thoughts and what I was putting out to the universe, and holy shit, this has actually turned out really well. The aha moment is, oh my God, I am a powerful magician. I can manifest what I want, and guess what? I can do it again, right? This is what I see with that. Oh my God, this is really cool and very empowering for you, which I love for you guys as well. Okay, woo, that was a lot. All right, so what do we want to take a look at? It's, you know what? This is happening a lot lately. I'm not even going to look at anything specific. We're just going to get our 3 cards. We're going to talk about them, and then I'll pull a couple more tarot cards to. Oh, another card fell out, so you're getting 4. Well, aren't you special? But we know you're special, Cancer. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get sort of more in depth on the situation overall. Oh, forgot to knock. Get some more on the overall situation. Is that right? Oh yeah, that is right. Okay. Sorry, I thought I picked the wrong deck, but doesn't matter anyway. And let's see what this is about on a deeper level. Oh, holy shit. Okay, this is good. This is really good. Okay, so you have 4 cards instead of 3. You got a bonus, right? The first card up is book, and this is around knowledge. And we have feathers, which are around messages. And then the next card is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And the last card, unexpected income. Oh my God. That judgment card, I swear, once you figure this out, once you know the secret sauce, this is when you monetize. This is when it's not just that you feel good and you're happy about how things are going, especially if this is from a business perspective, but even personally, you're going to find a way, or money is going to find its way to you, which is fantastic, right? So that's the outcome, but look at how we get there. Now I'm going a little bit backwards, but there's a reason for that. I'm going totally backwards, actually. Okay, the income is coming, okay? Money's coming, abundance, resources, whatever, it's coming. That's the potential outcome. You're already doing it. The stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. What is the thing that is part and parcel of all of this? Or maybe something external to this situation where you're not even recognizing what it is that you truly want, but it's actually kind of slapping you in the face a little bit. Where did you start? Think about that. Where did you start? Where did all of this start? Go back there. Go back to where all of this started. That is your true north. And with you overthinking and overanalyzing, oh, I need to look at this and I need to talk to this person, I need to do that, it's veering you off the path that you need to be on. You started that path a long time ago. You started that path. It's there. You know what it is too. Deep down, if you think about what it is you really want, you know it relates to the beginning, wherever this started. And the other 2 cards, book and knowledge, feathers and messages. Messages and signs either are coming to you and you're not seeing them, or you're misinterpreting them, right? Because the feathers, when you see a feather, that's usually an angel's around, sometimes a loved one. Feathers, dimes, coins, stuff like that are signals of angels or people who have crossed over, right? You're getting signs and signals, maybe you're not seeing them. Or like I said, you could be misinterpreting them. And the book is about knowledge. This, to me, is saying, even if it's not angels and people who have crossed over, it's spirit, it's something, it's beings of love and light, like knocking you on the head going, you have it. You already have what you need. You have the knowledge. You just don't have the confidence in your magic. Here we go. It's coming together. Stop going down different paths, right? Go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning. Where did this start? That is your true north. That's the direction you need to be going. And because I'm just getting that around book, maybe you're supposed to be writing something. So, you know what, double down the energy if you're an author, a writer, you want to write. And it doesn't even have to be a book. It could be, I don't know, you create templates for businesses, or you proofread stuff, or you write ebooks, or you write a blog or whatever, but it's around putting things together in words. You're a songwriter, right? A musician, start writing songs. Maybe that's how you became a musician. You loved to write poetry and songs when you were a teenager, that was your true north. Then you learned to play guitar and you played drums and you joined a band. You did all this stuff, which is great because it helps that craft of writing. But when you go back to what got you into it, it was the songwriting. That's your true north. That's where you need to go. So very cool. We're going to get a couple tarot cards now, and then I'll pull you advice cards. I am loving this reading so much. And wait. Okay. The first card that came out, we have death. So death and rebirth. This is, remember how I said you've been steered off your path, right? Because I said, go back to the beginning and find your true north, right? So this is you reviving whatever that was. The next two cards, we're going to talk about these together. It's the 4 and the 3 of Swords, okay? Because you've been kind of all over the place and scattered. It's funny that it says scattered because I was looking at the feathers going, look, they're blowing all over the place, right? When you're scattered like that, when you don't have that path laid out and you've anchored yourself into it, when you don't have that, it really can bring you to a place of, I'm so overwhelmed and I really don't know where to continue on. I'm just not going to do anything. Usually the 4 of Swords, it's a card of rest and rejuvenation. And normally I would get the message that, this is time for you to rest and regroup. It's not. It's time for you to regroup. It's time for you to analyze and look at things. This is not the time to rest on your laurels. It is not. So it would be, if you read reversals, if you're a reader, it would be this. Get moving, right? You have to keep moving along, but decide on what direction you want to take. And the 3 of Swords, this is saying 2 things to me. One, because the 3 of Swords typically in a reading will have one of 2 meanings for me. It's either sorrow, heartbreak, all that kind of shit. Like it's not good, right? You're not feeling good. If you don't take the time to find your true north and get back on that path, that's exactly where you're going to end up. More dazed and confused, right? Running around in circles, trying to do 25 different things. And that's going to frustrate you and upset you, right? Also, the 3 of Swords, this is about creativity and it's about your thoughts, okay? Because swords are around intellect, thought, planning, or whatever. Get thinking, get planning, and be creative about it. Don't keep the blinders on, right? So remember how I was talking about songwriting, right? Okay, so say you go, oh my God, you know what? Yeah, I should get back into songwriting. Okay, so you start writing and then you're like, maybe I should grab my guitar and strum a few chords to see how that sounds. Don't focus on the strumming of the guitar. Try and word vomit as much as you can about the lyrics themselves, right? So it's be creative, and you can kind of go back to the guitar a little bit, but don't let it overtake you, right? If you have to come up with a plan, swords, logic, planning, advice, ethics, it's having your shit together. Very much part of this whole sword thing. Also ties into the Justice card, right? I think this is just there's going to be a lot of inner work to do, a lot of soul searching and figuring stuff out. I think there is still a circumstance external that is probably, it's probably either going to affect you in this whole realm that we've been discussing, right? Or there's going to be a tether. It's going to be tethered to whatever this is. But ultimately, that Judgment card is what's going to get you moving forward. Because that is really, where am I going? That's the key for you, is to keep moving forward. But like I said, you want to be pointing north. You want to be going to true north. Where is it you're supposed to be? Where is it that you're meant to be going, right? So that also speaks to the Judgment card, because I said quite often it's around a spiritual journey, and sometimes it's just life purpose. Why are you here? Why are you meant to be here? And that doesn't have to be from a spiritual perspective. I think most people, well, maybe not most, but a lot of people, they're curious about, okay, yeah, you know, I do the whole, I think you're going to get 2 cards here. Yes, you are. Okay. Because one flew out. You know, instead of just going day to day, sometimes you stop and think, you know, yeah, my job is fine and life is good and whatever, but I feel like there's something more to life, right? It's that kind of feeling. That is nothing, well, it does have to do with spirituality, but it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a spiritual person to stop in the middle of life and ask yourself that question. And those questions spark a lot of good thoughts and debates. So I would say, get creative with that, 3 of Swords. Okay, now let's look at the advice cards. I'm loving them. They're awesome. So you have 4. You got a bonus, right? This is advice. The first card is Winter's Dream, and it says gestation period. Remember how I said it's very 4 of Swords, right? Right? Rest, rejuvenate, relax. You're coming out of it. It's over. You're ready to birth, okay? You're ready to calf, right? You're ready to spit that kid out, okay? The pregnancy is over. Baby is coming, whether you like it or not. The next card is grounding. So I was saying that you, as a sign, right? The sign of Cancer can be very emotional, right? I think it's going to be really beneficial for you guys to do a lot of grounding this month, like deep breaths, like count to 10s, and just have a lot of downtime. So maybe that's a little bit the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords maybe is saying a little bit of like, you have to keep moving forward. You can't just rest on your laurels, as I said, but you can take those periods when you need to clear your mind and clear your thoughts in order to move forward. That is totally cool, right? And that is and can be part of the grounding process. And the next 2 cards I'm loving, we have Yemanya. I probably butchered her name, but anyway, it's about golden opportunity. It says, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. It's by the end of the month. If you follow this, if you go back to True North, man, people are going to be buying your songs, Cancer. And then the last card, this is your bonus one. It's Artemis, which is Guardian. It says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. This means Spirit's got your back. And you know what, Cancer? Spirit always does. So we're going to leave it there. So before we part, I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, because it does help my channel grow. And yeah, we're going to leave it there. So good luck with everything. There's so much available to you, and I really hope you reap these rewards. So until I see you next time, much love and light, health and wellness, peace and prosperity. Take care, Cancer. Bye.